If you go ahead and get a bunch of points, you're going to have to figure out a way to use them, or else these points are not going to be worth anything, man. It's tough. It's tough to hear it, you know. It's interesting, because honestly, is when I was starting out, I valued my points kind of what NerdWallet valued them at, like maybe 1.7 cents per point, or I don't even know, man. It could be even higher than that. But I've realized as I went on further and further into the points and miles game, you should not be listening to what these people post online, because first of all, they're going to just inflate the point value so it's more enticing for you to get a card. And second of all, it really depends on how you use the points. I don't know about you guys, but I didn't really know how I was going to use the points when I started out, and I just went, straight up for the domestic stuff. I just wanted to fly for free in the beginning, so instead of, buying a flight from Seattle to New York City, I wanted to just go ahead and use some points to do that, right? I was going to do it any way possible. I wasn't just going to go ahead and try to calculate the whole cent per point thing. I just wanted to, make it free, right? And if you want to make it free, you could go ahead and just redeem in the portal. It's 1 cent per point for most portals, which is a little annoying. And honestly, I burned a ton of points doing that, dude. So if it was like a $200 flight, I was burning 20,000 points for that. And it's not the most ideal way to redeem your points, but it can get you in the door and kind of teach you that, it's actually real and it's actually free if you know how to do it. As I went on further and further, I realized that this is just not the move, bro. I literally burned like 50 to 60,000 Capital One miles just redeeming at 1 cent per point, and I freaking regret it, okay? I would not recommend doing that. It's kind of cool to learn how to do it, but there's ways to redeem your points in a better fashion. And it's really tough to learn how to do it, okay? Let me explain. Now, before I explain how to redeem your points, a word from our sponsor, Kudos. What if I told you there's a better way to travel without spending a fortune? Or if there's a way to turn your everyday expenses into free flights, hotels, and insane vacations? Well, now it's possible, thanks to our sponsor, Kudos. Kudos is a free AI-powered browser app that helps you maximize your credit card rewards. Kudos makes it easy to earn points on every purchase you make. It automatically suggests which card to use, so you can earn the most points and miles. And with Kudos' new partnership with the Points Guy, you can earn some insane elevated offers. But Kudos doesn't just stop there, guys. They autofill all your information to make your shopping experience super easy. No more fumbling around, figuring out which card to use. They even fill in the CVV, which is really nice. Once again, guys, Kudos is completely free, and it works on all major browsers and iPhone. Kudos is really that easy to use. It's like Apple Pay, Honey, NerdWallet all combined into one. No wonder Kudos is rated by over 200,000 people and has a 5-star rating, and Cardmates calls it the #1 app to multiply your rewards. It's insane. So if you're ready to start turning your travel into rewards, click on the link in the description below and use code JAKE. And as an added bonus, Kudos will give you $20 after you make your very first purchase. Use Kudos today. So there's a lot of different ways to redeem your points. As you know, you could use the portal. Some of the portals are good, like the Chase Sapphire Reserve 1.5 cents per point redemption, because any single flight or hotel in the portal is going to be 1.5 cents per point. And so if I'm going to fly from New York City to Seattle, it's going to be 1.5 cents per point, basically saying I only need to redeem, if it's like a $150 flight, it'll be 10,000 miles. That's not that much, not that many points, and I kind of like it. Now, if you want to get a little higher cent per point value, like the NerdWallet articles say, then you're going to need to learn some transfer partner redemptions. And transfer partners are crazy because there's a lot of ways to get good value, but there's also a lot of ways to lose value because sometimes these redemptions are worse than the travel portal. Yeah, it's tough, I know. I wanted to fly for free in the United States, and that's kind of where I started. So in order to do that, I learned this one redemption called the Turkish Airlines Miles and Smiles United Redemption. And you're like, what, dude? Yeah, dude, for real. You can use Turkish Airlines Miles and Smiles to book United flights. I don't even know how that makes sense. But guys, they're in Star Alliance, and these alliances all kind of like, they're boys with each other, dude. So if you want to book one airline with another Star Alliance airline, most likely you can do that. And it's not as hard as I thought, okay? All you gotta do is go to United and find a Saver Award. It looks like this. Basically, you just search using miles, and I just found a Saver Award pretty easily. You can book it with Turkish Airlines Miles and Smiles, and you're gonna be getting a good deal. The best part about this is that if you go to Turkish Airlines Miles and Smiles and try to book it, it's gonna be like 10,000 miles. And back when I was doing this, it was 7,500 miles for any United flight in the United States. I booked this one flight that was $300 one way to a ski town in Colorado. It's called Montrose. Yeah, Montrose to Newark. Kind of a weird flight, but I got that for 7,500 miles for a Capital One miles. And yeah, it was like a $300 flight, man. So pretty sick redemption, I gotta say. And yes, like I just said, Capital One is the one that you use to transfer the miles to. So you're gonna take your Capital One miles and, throw it at Turkish Airlines Miles and Smiles. But honestly, guys, I'm gonna be straight with you. It's just tough to know these right off the bat, I was excited once I did it for the first time and kind of learned how to do it. But you can only learn so much by just reading. You got to just go ahead and try your first redemption. And even if you don't get the most optimal cent per point value, you can gain experience just transferring points, hopefully around 1 cent per point, and see what that whole workflow is like to see if you actually like it. And I would totally recommend transferring points and kind of learning how this game works before you just go ahead and get a bunch of credit cards, man. Don't get 200,000 Ultimate Rewards points and then just save them up to transfer them out. And you might get yourself in too deep if you do that. I think it's best to know where you're going to use your points before you go ahead and get sign-up bonuses. But you just got to know what you like yourself. And the only way to do that is with experience. Why do you want to listen to me, dude? You got to do it. You should take notes from this, but I would listen to lots of other people, see what's going on, and then make your own choices. And one of the toughest parts about doing this is you'll see a lot of these Maldives style of redemptions, and honestly, it's just freaking cringe. Honestly, I'm not going to lie with you. The game's really not the Maldives. It is if you really want to go and you want to get insane value. But if you just want to fly, you want to cut costs out of your normal daily, everyday kind of routine. If it's just flying to freaking Dallas or something like that, then you got to know the domestic redemptions. You got to know what works for you. If you just go ahead and get Amex Platinum, 150,000 membership awards points sign up bonus, and spend a bunch of money on that, try to hit all the credits on it, and then try to figure out how to redeem that for the Maldives, and you wouldn't even gone to the Maldives in the first place. It's like, I guess that's a new experience and it could be cool, but honestly, I'm trying to solve the problem of, I don't want to pay for freaking travel right now. I mean, the aspirational stuff is cool, but it's kind of an added bonus. And honestly, the hardest part about these redemptions is, first of all, you'll see a lot of cherry-picked stuff online. I know it's kind of cringe. I'm not gonna lie. I do it too. How else are you gonna make a video explaining it if you don't freaking plan ahead and try to find that redemption first? But what I'm saying is that these crazy 2, 3, 8 cent per point redemptions with Hyatt and Qantas Airlines and all these crazy stuff like that, flying business class and everything, it's really hard to find these redemptions. And second of all, were you really gonna pay cash for that business class flight? I mean, come on now. You're probably just going to fly economy. Same with staying in these crazy, Category 8 Hyatt properties. I get it, dude. You're getting a crazy 3 cent per point value. But, you weren't going to stay in the freaking Andaz Big Sur or whatever it is, right? You weren't going to pay $3,000 for that freaking hotel. Dude, no. No, you weren't. So it's kind of a weird game. You could do both ways, right? You could do the old everyday Joe, get your freaking domestic flights for free. Or you can go big baller, stay in these crazy Category 8 hotels and ball out, man. You could ball out in the Maldives, live the life that you dreamed of as a kid, go stay in some blue water crazy vacation for free. But dude, it ain't free, man. You got to pay for everything else. You got to get to the hotel, hotel might be free, but first of all, you got to pay taxes and fees to get there on the airline if you're paying business class and all that. But it's just it's a headache, okay? You got to pay food. You got to pay for, if you're doing MX FHR credit, bro, it's not free. That's all I gotta say. This isn't to scare you. I don't want to freak you out. I love airline miles. I love making crazy redemptions. I'm literally flying on the Emirates A380 business class. Dude, would I have done that in real life? Well, this is real life. But would I have done that without credit cards? Probably not. But is it worth trying out because I now have the opportunity to do so? I'd say so. I was going to go to that area anyway. I'm going to Milan. I'm going to go to the Lake Como region of Italy. So I was probably just going to end up buying some regular domestic economy flight anyway. And now that I don't have to do that, kind of nice. You know what I'm saying? So I guess in that case, I would have saved, I don't know, man, $700 for a round trip ticket on some other airline. You know what I'm saying? So it's nice to save money. It's nice to do that, but every point has an opportunity cost. If you redeem 90,000 Amex membership rewards points, you could have redeemed them for 1 cent per point domestic flights back and forth to your family or something like that. Or even better with Chase, if you redeem a 90,000 Ultimate Rewards points business class flight for something crazy, that's $900 of value you could have cashed out because Chase points are worth 1 cent per point for cash, dude. So you're still paying $900. Like literally, you're still paying. So I don't know. I hope this all makes sense. I'm not trying to freak you out. I'm not trying to scare you. The game is fun. Learn it as you go and take it slow. You know, there's no reason to rush. There's going to be crazy card bonuses all the time. You know, get one card bonus, get some points. Make some mistakes early on. It's not a big deal, dude. I made like 3-4 redemptions in the portal for, I don't know, 1 cent per point with Capital One. And honestly, I wish I didn't do that because I want more miles for Turkish redemptions. But it is what it is. Miles are here to come, and honestly, they're here to go, dude. Spend them, dude. Get rid of these points. They're going to decline in value anyway. So I don't know. I just want to help you guys out and see if you can learn anything. And if you did, let me know in the comments below. And that's about it, man. So I love reading the comments. I love learning from you guys. It's all fun and games. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just thought I'd say that. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I'm heading out of here. Got to take a train upstate. And yeah, I had to pay cash for that. I was going to get the Amtrak card, but no, dude, missed out on that opportunity. So all right, man, it's going to be a good day. Hopefully the sun comes out. All right, man, take it easy.